What's up, guys? Uh, Day 229 of backtesting every single day until I'm profitable. Uh, Today is December the 16th, 2025. So let's see what we could make from the markets. Didn't trade live today. I took a paper trade because stop step was down, so didn't find a way to trade. So let's get going. Give me a second. Right, here we are. So we're gonna be backtesting the inversion model 2021, and let's get it started. So I'll start on the daily time frame. You can see the time frame is somewhat bullish, and I think maybe you can find a way to long it, even though the all-time high is like 30 points away. This will be the lowest hanging fruit. And now checking the 4-hour, you can see price is continuing higher. There is a good SMT around here, and checking the 1-hour, also have some gaps here. We might get another one from there, but I would like to see what the low time frame tells me, which is the 15-minute. Because of now, you can see that there's a gap here that's holding, which is great. So now I'll wait for a sweep of the low, which will be a drop into a 15-minute gap, then look for some longs. Price is going really slow. Well, I guess we have running this low SMT and an inversion gap here, and basically these lows have been run. How's the 15-minute? 15-minute looking like it's going to reject. Same thing as the 30 minutes, so I would like to long it to this high and this one, so it's pretty much the same thing. And obviously there is an SMT as well from this low. Okay, so this will be 517 times 2. So 500 over 34 for around 14 points. Let's long it like this. Let me stop at this low and take profit at the high here. And let's just sit and wait. And we were almost stopped out, but price was around 2 points away from take profit, but I mean from stop loss. But it's great, we had this small W. It's still July, so I think without delay I should go to the next day. One thing I can note from this entry is the way price retraced again. There is a possibility that some people could have entered on a 30-second gap that could have formed inside of here. That's why maybe I'll prefer waiting for the 1 minute, but sometimes it doesn't show a setup, so this came in handy. And aside from that, you consider there was an SMT here as well. Like he had already run this low, so it was quite a hardship. And now price is leaving behind some very huge wicks, so there's a possibility that we might start reversing soon. So now 4 hours in this gap, have a run on this low here, and SMT here and SMT here. So standard 70 here. Price is in a 4 gap, so I think maybe you can long it, obviously, to these highs or even this one here, which are 30 points apart and around 90 points away. So I'm gonna wait for the open. Okay, so you get a run on the low right at the open, while ES fails to run that low. Now, are we gonna go higher or is it gonna keep dropping? Oh, it's dropping on ES as well. Price fell short of this low here, so there's a couple of SMTs. So I'm really skeptical of longing it at this inversion here, because when I check, you can see that, well, we're dropping really good, it's okay. We've run some lows, fell short of this one, and well, created a small inversion here for around 6 points. So maybe you can target these relatively equal highs here. Let's just test it out. So that's around 27 points. So that's 500 over 54. And that will be around, obviously, 500 points of risk on the day. Alright, we stop this low and take profit at this high. This has a very low chance of playing out. Okay, this is a good run. Now I'm wondering why it doesn't want to hit the opening high. Why it's taking long. Why would it do it like this? So ES, when did ES hit the high? Let's check it out. So ES hit the high here. That's where you should have closed our position. At this high at least. Because that's when ES also hit this high here. This will be 2.28. There's a run on this long here, so maybe this will be the time for price to start going higher. check the daily. Let's just sit back and wait. So the weekly is still not done, hasn't put in the momentum. It's Friday now. Well, we would like to trade late on this day, obviously, because it's the last day of the week. Have a run on the lows here, and we're still using the 1 hour. Have the Asia lows here. If it flips and starts to drop, then I'll be trading it towards that low. And or longer to this high. Okay, so 15 minute has no gap, but actually there's a gap here. Let's see if you can find a way to long it. Even though it looks choppy, it's going really slow today. Okay, so you can see that there's a 15 minute gap here that's holding, so I think I might enter for some shorts after the 2 minute inversion that happened here. So you could trade to the 830 low. 830 low is here because that's unused low, or to the London low, for which we have London low here and here and here. Let's see, there are many targets here. That's the only problem. So this entry will be there. Sell 25 points, we'll target the London lows here. So that's around 10 micros. ES is already at this low here. Let's check this out. So ES is at this low here, and start to consolidate, then we'll be out. But since we've already had a 1-to-1, I think we can close like 25% pressure. This price approaches is low. Actually, ES has already taken it up, so now we can close the majority of the position. Okay. You can see how crazy of a winner this thing was. What's up, Mo Trading? How you doing? So we've locked in around 2.76 trade, 2.76 hour trade. This one. Let's see, related to the Asia low. Well, I'm also great, and the backtesting is also going good. You know, we're putting in the work and pushing the days. A small inversion here, run on the high and SMT. So next obvious draw will be this low here. That's insane. You can see the draw ends up getting hit. Not the way you expected, but draw gets hit. Let's see. No gap retracement on the 15, but the 5 minute was still respected. So very good move. Let's go to the next day. So Mo Trading, did you trade today? And if you did, how was the session? How was the trading session? Looks like we flipped bearish, so I think I'll be targeting daily lows like this one, which price is 60 points away from, and also has a gap. There's also a couple more lows like this daily low here, so this is the farthest I think it could go, but this is a low hanging fruit if it continues to drop. And checking the 1 hour, I think we're probably gonna retrace then continue lower, so I'd like to make this 1 hour high. Checking the 15 minute, this is high from the morning, 8 a.m. So let's just sit back and run this. So that means that today you didn't do the live trading, like, you know, do some forward testing and gain market experience. Okay, so price fails to run the 1 hour high before dropping, so that's why I didn't take any short, but it's looking so crazy here the way it's moving. Okay, now price has tapped into the 1 hour high, and the 15 is looking great. So maybe if it could start showing some shorting opportunities, it will be great. You get a 1 minute inversion here, and let's check ES. ES has an SMT at this high, so maybe you can trade this with 933 or this low here. let's take some shorts for the day. Oh, for sure, that's great. For me, I tried to trade, but the platforms were off. I trade using TopStep, so TopStep wasn't online, like it had crashed. If it's a crash, I don't know what to call it. So didn't trade, but there were some good setups. I paper traded today. Right, so let's sell it, and okay, this is big stuff, but I think it's achievable, so let's just wait and see. If this gap here reverses, bro, this will be the best setup. Okay, ends up hitting take profit, and the trade took around, how big is this? 11 minutes, so very great, very great trade. Okay, so all I can see here now is the price has tapped into the gap here, run the low here, so it's looking okay. Now we have an inversion at this gap here. Setting up YouTube is not that hard, man. Setting up YouTube is not that hard, except maybe if you're like buying the setups and stuff, like the screens, the microphones. But I think everything else is not really hard. So how what you're setting up a YouTube to document the trading, I guess, right? Right, there's a 1 hour gap here. Would have loved to short it, but closed here on Monday, open here on Tuesday, so it's obviously gonna fill this gap if it still is there. Check the 1 hour. What did price close on Monday? Price closed here. Actually, there was no gap. I think it's a collection trade setup. And there's also an SMT at these highs, so it's kind of jumping around. But I would like to see this gap also. I'm not going to marry any biases. I'm just gonna see how it moves around and enter on the next sweep for the low hanging fruit. Okay, there's the open. Price runs lower into the 1 hour gap, I believe. Yep, this 1 hour gap and this one in discount. So this will be the time for you to reverse NQ. So the 2 minute has closed and the 1 minute has closed with a good inversion here. So the 2 minute closed and we have 930 high as a very great draw on liquidity, because many positions are put in at that time, so obviously it means it's a great draw. Now we'll trade it for 2 hour. This is around 11 micros. Mood trading, you can see that in good market conditions the model can do deliver. That previous trade was a really nice one. Okay, now let's check where ES is at, because if there's an SMT then I'm gonna close this thing. Did it run this high? Obviously it did, and price is currently in a 5-minute gap. Let's just wait, break a structure and break even. Yeah, we are done. I think I'm gonna close it here, even though it might go higher, but whatever, it's consolidating too much. Ow. How is this possible? I'm getting stopped at break even when price was around 10 points away from take profit and directly heads higher. This is insane, but it's great, I can say. So, well, I guess this is just normal market conditions. Now let's go to the next day. So it looks like price has flipped bullish, and since it's bullish and got a good gap here, I think we can long it towards this high here, but cautiously because there is an SMT here at this high. And checking on the 1 hour, we have a good run on the Asia low. 15 minutes, also looking good. So maybe it runs low then continues higher. That's something we'll look forward to, or just continues higher, taps to the 1 hour gap, then starts to deliver lower because there's an SMT at the high. So again, we're not marrying any biases, we'll be observers and react to what the market shows us. Okay, consolidates for a while, heads higher into, okay, it's now in the 1 hour gap, and it's now just inverted a 1 minute and a 2 minute, but there was no sweep, so I will be cautious trying to short this. But actually there was a sweep of these highs here, but is there a high time frame, like a sweep on the high time frame or something like that? Yep. Well, okay, since there's a sweep, maybe then we can short it, but where to? Because well, we will be missing the point there, the point of direction, because if we're trying to trade this thing the way it should be traded, then we should keep bias and direction in mind. If we're bullish, then taking short-term shorts will be okay, but are we finding A+ entries for that? Okay, price ends up running the high here. So that wouldn't have been a good entry, so let's wait for longs, for any more longs to present themselves or not, because it's also possible. Okay, price is going real slow, but dropping real good. Right, it's in no gap, but just started to go higher. What I can see is that we have an SMT here, because price ran this low on ES, and obviously it headed into the 15-minute gap, which makes me think that okay, that 15-minute gap, since it was an SMT, then that means the price would continue high. So the only possible opportunities that were here on this day are longing on the 5-minute retracement here, and you zoom in, you go at this inversion, enter here and probably target this high, or enter here and target 14 points, and get out of the market real quick. Another possible opportunity to use this retracement into the 5 minute, even though it's shopping around, but it was a good one. Would have been a good one. Okay, new day, here we come. And the 4 hour, you can see a good gap here, and this low, and this high. So Asia lows already run. Maybe the open will start by just rolling higher because price has run liquidity, or maybe do an extra manipulation before running higher. I would like to see that, but consider price it directly runs higher at the open without anything else and hits take profit. The target that we were looking for is high here. Okay, so is it going to start reversing? I don't know. Okay, we're on this low, couple of SMTs here, 5 minute gap retracement, no gap to inverse, well except for the 2 minute and the 3 minute, but then the only problem is that there is no clear draw on liquidity, no clear draw, except for this long BB, this high. That would mean that the price will be taking some 2-point trades. I don't know. Let's see the 2 minute inverses. Okay, 2 minute inverses. 1 hour not looking bad. Maybe longs could continue. So like this 1 hour gap here, or the higher target as well. So one confirmation I can mark here is a couple of SMTs of these lows. 5 minute gap retracement. So let's play some longs and see. 2 minute again. We can target high. This will be a 1-to-1 or a 2.7 hour. Too high though. That's around 10 points. Power of 3 playing, let's see. If it's a break of structure, then we're good. If it doesn't, then we're cooked. Okay, consolidates around the high. There is a break of structure. Let's just say wait. Okay, first target hit. Let's close some partials at this high here. We'll close around I don't know, 25%. Or let's close 3 micros here and move stop somewhere around here. The only obvious target had been hit, so the rest would be trying to force the move. Let's head on to the next day. You can see we got a retracement into the 15-minute gap at 12:15, then slowly accumulates higher the whole PM session. Very beautiful move. Okay, so since it it's at the all-time highs. Since price is at the all-time highs, I think maybe some standard deviation is called help. Price tap into a weekly gap here, and it's now running really heavy. It's a Friday, last day of the week. Might have a TGIF, so we'll be cautious with the entries as always. There is a couple of lows here, and the all-time high, which is excuse me, all-time high, which is 40 points away, and some good Asia lows. So if we're bullish, I would like to see it run the Asia low, then deliver higher. Well, that's a good run, but a crazy one. Good long would have been an impression here, but I didn't get a good confirmation for longs to target this high. So yeah, that's why I didn't take any longs, but they really would have been great. Longs would have been fire for sure. Okay, all-time target hit. And there is no gap retracement or something like that. So I think maybe it's going to dance around, or obviously going to go higher. So should I have longed it here? I would like to evaluate if there are any reasons for which we just have a one which I wouldn't be really confident in. Yeah, let's head on to the next day. For our gap here, some 1 hour consolidation in a 36 point range, or let's see, from here to here, 40 point range, all time high here, and obviously London low here. Okay, 9:30 open. Come on, I thought it was going to run this low here, then it failed. But either way, it run the lows here, and this one's already run. So maybe on the 2-3 there is no inversion, so let's just sit and wait. Okay, well here's a 2 minute and a 1 minute inversion. I don't have a clear obvious target, that's the only problem, except if you target this high here, which is from it's London high. This will be too far. Let's see, something like this. Well, the RR will be lower, obviously, very low. retracement into the inversion. Okay, there's a break even. And then consolidates for the rest of the morning. Well, this is insane. So if I had entered on the rejection of the retracement, my stop around 20 points, maybe I'm targeting this high. Would have got a good RR, but wouldn't have looked like a great trade. So either way, this would have been a very great trading day because PA was really clean. Just it consolidated later. Okay, check the daily again. By the way, I want to do a challenge where like I trade on only the 15-minute time frame because I see that the 15-minute time frame has more at the same mode data, but it's not more data, but has more clarity than most of the time frames because it's the one that I base on the most. Price is 27 points away from all-time high and a few points away as well, around 70 points away from the low fair value gap here. But either way, so 70 is good. Let's see if we can find a reason or a way to long it to these highs here, relatively equal highs. It's currently in a gap, so let's just wait and see. Okay, well, this is an insane drop. Okay, got a run on the low, yes. Probably fell short or on the low as well. I'll long it on the 2-minute inversion because that's the closest gap I can see. As for the 1 minute, it first heads into the daily gap right there. So very great. Now if it inverses, well, we can long it. Since it doesn't want to inverse, I think it's going to melt all the way lower. I have more targets here. Market was dropping since the open and is still dropping. This is insane. Running the high inversion. How about we short it to like this low here? The only problem again, we're shorting it really low. It's discount price. But if it's still bearish, it could probably continue lower, a little bit more lower. 500 over 34 or 15. So let's sell it and see. Here's take profit. Very small 1.6R. price continues lower and lower and lower and lower. Bro, very insane day. Okay, heading on to the next day. Looks like we're having a very great trading backtesting session. There's a daily gap. You can see price close here, open lower, fill the new day open gap, and then continued higher. So it gives us a glimpse of what could happen in the day, such as price continuing to be bullish. Obviously, I would have liked to see some premium gaps here hold, but we have a daily gap here holding, so higher time frame matters. Then on the 1 hour we have this gap here holding. We have the 1 hour high and this high here, so can further long it with these two targets in mind, for which these targets are 40, 55 and 120 points away respectively. I'll wait for the open. There goes the open. Okay, run lower. Okay, wow, this is a very crazy drop. I wonder why I had to drop to this low here. The longs should have been at this inversion here. 30 points or 90 points. Yikes. 3 hour, very crazy one. But the fact that ES isn't moving is so scary, so I think maybe it's going to continue lower anyways, because ES is not moving at all. Okay, looks like ES's opinion doesn't matter. Okay, 11:58 with the retracement into a good gap here. I think it's going to go higher even though it's PM session and lunch hour. It's consolidating. Let's go to the next day. Good gap. Price didn't move that much here. 4 hours is a good rejection here, but I still think we're bullish. So we're in some kind of consolidation right now. Let's go to the next day. I don't like to trade this kind of consolidation. I would like for it to phase out. You can see you have a great drop, setting momentum for the bearishness, and you can see it was a very nice drop yesterday. So 1 hour, got a good gap here and some premium targets, so this was here so good. So they are 50 points away. 1 hour, there's this gap, and the 15 minute is also Not that bad. Has around the high here. Wait for the open. Okay. Get yet another run higher. The way it has moved this high, I don't think it's bearish anymore. I'm not going to short it. Instead, I would long it on this 15-minute gap. Okay, see. 15-minute gap and inversion. I'm checking the 1 hour. Things might be starting to go higher. Do you have any SMTs? So we'll be really hard. So this wouldn't be an A plus, it would be like an A minus. Okay, so entry here and targeting the T to 40 points while risking around 18 points. Okay, stop, take profit at the high here. Okay, the crazy consolidation looks like we're gonna get stopped out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, for sure, man. I used MT4 and MT5 when I was starting out, and I sometimes if I have like a CFD firm, I use them. I use MT5 actually, not MT4. New day. Wow, it's dropping around, and I think I'll continue this right here tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to end the session a few minutes after now. I'm just going to check the reports and a few statistics. 49.83. Very great session indeed. 3 wins behind, and I've backtested. I think this is over 100 trades actually. 1,000 trades actually. Sorry, 1,000 trades on TradeZilla, and on FX Replay there are other thousands of trades. This is insane. Anyways, we've managed to raise the win rate for the model in 2021, and it's looking really good. The reports are also great as well. We have consecutive winning days 7, losing days 6, so you can see it's break even 6, 7 and 51 losing days, 61 winning days, so kind of like a 50%, obviously 50% win rate, so very great. And let me check it out on the calendar. Right here. So it's also, what did I do in March? Every single day, damn. But yeah, it was looking great. Let's check the overview by the way. I think that's why March, that doesn't mean that March I had the biggest win rate. I took the most trades. Let's see if how the win rate that I had in March. Thanks man, thanks Mood Trading, for sure. We gotta keep raising the win rate and keep raising the skill in general. Damn, my best month was in March, and the trades I took in March were insane. Look at this. Every single day except for the last day. This was insane. I wouldn't recommend doing this in the live markets because I also don't do it trading every day. But I kind of refrain from doing it all the time because I don't think the entries appear every day. But if it happens to do so, then the trade. So I think I'm actually gonna end the session here. Shout out to Mo Trading. Thanks for showing up, and gotta keep putting in the work. And until next time, stay blessed. Have a great night. Peace.